Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. I thought it'd be fun to do a catalog walkthrough since we just launched our new annual catalog by Stampin' Up. Now I'm trying out a new tripod, so we'll see how that works. Let's just get right to it because it's a big catalog and I hope to get through it in one session, but if I can't, we'll just do it in two parts. And may the 4th be with you if you're still in May 4th and in other parts of the world. Happy Cinco de Mayo. All right. This is it. This is really cool. I can open it now. I'm excited to share it with you. There is a glare, but you know, hey, we're just doing the best we can with this equipment. I'm using another phone stand just to try to, let's do something like that with the light maybe. Just not so much glare because I don't want to drive you crazy and I don't want to move my tripod because I want you to be able to see both pages at once like this, right? Without shaking my phone and stuff and making you dizzy. Now what I thought would be fun is I gathered a bunch of my designer series paper and things that I've been unboxing. I gathered a bunch of my swap cards and I thought it'd be fun when I get to those pages to show you something that actually, for real, a real product, whether it be paper or something I made with the products from this catalog. And I'll also be just chatting along with you and telling you about some specials that we have going on this month, promotions at Stampin' Up! As I think of those. I mean, it's not about that, but I'm just going to try to weave that in there if I can. And feel free to ask questions. Hello, Dawn. Oh, I have to say your name. Angra. Oh boy, that's a hard one to pronounce, but let's see. From New Zealand, Angharad. Oh, cool. Enike. Cool. We meet again. See, I got people from all over the world. Where some of you it's May 5th and some of you it's May 4th. So this first part is talking about the company history and the family. Okay, and then this one it's just the table of contents. Okay, and then we have stamps. Colors. Oh, I said it right. Wow. Okay. Colors and then just nice display. So whether the catalog itself, hello Dawn, is like inspirational, right? Even if you're not sure what to get, you know, you just get. I just like looking through it. Even right now, I'm seeing different things even from this angle in the camera than I normally see because each time you page through it, you'll get inspired in different ways and see different things. So one promotion that's coming up, it's not this month, but one of the things that demonstrators can do this month is we can order the 10 new kits. We can get one of each kit. And it kind of looks like they kind of look like retrofitted paper pumpkin kits, to tell you the truth, but they're pretty cool because paper pumpkin kits aren't offered all around the world. So these are going to be a lot of all-inclusive kits and some card kits. But I do a lot of paper pumpkin promotions and stuff. So next month you'll see me promoting or showing you the 10 kits. I don't know if I'll get all 10. You'll see me showing you the flyer for the 10 new kits. So these aren't available yet, but you can always subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. That's what you can do now. But these kits are coming out next month, just so you know. All right, so the first suite. Let's stop at page 10 and 11. The first suite in the catalog is called the Beauty of the Earth Suite. And the only thing I made with this suite so far is it's actually make it with the suite, but the only thing I used the stamp for so far is I'm loving this stamp from this suite. It's called Friendships Refresh the Soul. I just think that is so true, right? And especially, you know, when you don't get to see your friends for a while and you catch up and you say, hey, that friend, it's like I just saw him yesterday. And it's like refreshes the soul. So that's what I did, and I'm working on some swaps. I'll tell you again on page 74. There's a different stamp set I used too, page 74. So we'll get back to this one. And I can even show you the embossing folder I used on a later page. So we'll get back to that. But that's Friendships Refresh the Soul. All right, now I'm going to show you the designer series paper that goes with the suite. Okay, and we're going to just kind of look at that. Hi, Diana. Okay, this is called the Beauty of the Earth Suite. And I have the paper cut up like this because I'm going to do a paper share. That's one of the things I'm doing this month. It's in the description of this video. There's a link to my website where you could do a paper share. Okay, let me see how I can do this. I want to put it in that order, so I'll just do it like, it doesn't matter. I'll put it back in order later. Or I'll just flip them. I'll flip them is what I'll do. Okay, so this is called the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. Now, designer series paper comes in 12 by 12 sheets. Sometimes it does come in 6 by 6 sheets. But in this particular case, I cut it up for the designer series paper share. This is how much of each paper you would get, 12 sheets. If you do the regular designer series paper share, you get 12 6 by 6 sheets. Now, the reason I do that is because some are already 6 by 6 and because it's the easiest way to ship. if I had to give out 12 by 12 pieces of paper, it wouldn't really be a share, right? I wouldn't really be cutting up the paper. It would be really hard to ship. I'd have to use medium flat rate boxes as opposed to just flat rate bubble mailers, which are like half the price almost, or maybe a little more than half the price of a flat rate box. So when I do my paper shares, I cut it up in 6 by 6, use flat rate bubble mailers or flat rate envelopes, and that's how you get your paper. It's all going to be packaged like this, but I don't have the rest of the paper yet. I had to order it at midnight, Mountain Time, Salt Lake City. That's when I was able to order this paper for the share, and other papers as well. All right, so let's move along. And this is really gorgeous, and this is something I've already popped in my cart. Right? This is gorgeous in so many ways. It's called the Seascape. Okay, and it's like, wow, it has this really neat die, which you'll get to see like later in the catalog. This little die, but it has there's the diorama. Yeah, is that how you say it? Diorama dies, which go good with that. So I've already ordered the diorama dies because I think that's going to be great for just making ocean scenes. Okay, so I'm happy with that too. All right, moving along, page 13. All right, now we're going to show you some examples of this one. Now, sometimes I show you things I get from my swaps from different people on different teams I'm on. And so maybe I didn't make these myself, but I definitely, when I did it's called Swap and Happy Mail. I do something called Swap and Happy Mail videos, and then I give credit to everybody who made the cards. So I might not be able to do that right now. I'll give credit to everybody who made the cards because I have already taken everything out of the bags and put it all over the place. I don't even know where the bags and envelopes are, but this is page 13, and what I'm showing you right now is what's called the art gallery. Okay, now this paper here, Fine Art Floral, it's still around, I believe, until June. You know, this paper behind here, and so is the specialty paper. I like how it was used here in this card, right? And I like the fold of this card. I like how there's this little flap that's glued together, and how the card is folded. So sometimes I'm using products from other suites, but what that means to you is that you can still get the paper from another catalog called our mini catalog, right? I like how this one's all stitched in the rectangle. So you can still do that, but then you can get the stamp set even next year, or this year, I'm sorry, for a whole year. So the stamp set's carrying over. Even though this paper might be retiring, this Fine Art Floral paper, in June, or unless it already did retire with the annual catalog. And now I've already just forgot which catalog it's in. But even if a paper retires, sometimes our stamp set doesn't retire. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead and put the pages back because I might do this on my Facebook channel. It seems like different people watch. I don't know why, but I mean, it just seems like I have it's like a different crowd. A different crowd comes on my Facebook page than on my YouTube page. I'm going to say crowd. Different bunch of crafty friends. All right, this is pretty cool. I got one of these for this month's host code prize drawing. So this is going to be one of the prizes for when you use a host code when you shop at my store. It's called a Wish for Everything. It's a double stamp set, and I just popped that in my cart. So we're getting that. It's a double stamp set with lots of useful sentiments. A Wish for Everything. Okay, as you can see, there's a window bundle, and we're also just picturing throughout the catalog different things you could do with the die cutting and embossing machine. We have two of those. One is pretty big, and the one that's pretty big, that's 120. I recommend when you're going to get a big machine like that to just get a starter kit if you're interested in a starter kit. So right now we have a special. Okay, and here's my special, and I'll get back to this maybe later if there's time, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. You get $155 worth of products for only $99. It's called a Join Plus promotion, okay? You get free shipping, okay? That's the type of thing you'd put in a starter kit if you're interested in just getting like this machine. Because the machine alone is $120. The starter kit's only $99 with free shipping. This would be $120 plus $12 shipping, right? That's $132. So you save $33 just like if you were only going to get that in your starter kit, but you can also get $155 worth of items. Hope that makes sense. But you also get a discount after that of 20% off of everything. All right, moving along. We're on page 17 now. This is a product made from this stamp set on page 17. I love the coordinating dies that go with Celebrate Sunflowers. So when we first offer Celebrate Sunflowers, you get the bundles and save 10%. after it's been in our catalog for, when it's in the next catalog, we don't bundle it anymore, but it doesn't mean you still can't get the dies. And I like that, and it's Misty Moonlight in the background. So you could still get the coordinating dies sometimes, but just not in a bundle. Let me turn these over to keep these in order, all my samples. All right, so keeping moving along. This is a nice calendar. And I thought when one of my team members opened it, she did her unboxing, I said, oh, I wonder how that works. And then I saw somebody use it on Instagram. I didn't get this, but I saw somebody use it. And it's like this big stamp, right? And you put it on your ink pad. Not you put it on your ink pad. You put it on the stamping block, and you only dip it into your ink pad. I'm just going to find an ink pad. Okay, let me just. The calendar for the month will fit on across the ink pad. So this big stamp, you mount it, and then you take it and you dip it into the ink. And you can end up with, that's how they're perfectly aligned. Because I was like, there's no way. When I saw the stamp set, I said, there's no way I'm aligning little numbers. There is no way I'm gonna sit and align numbers. No, they're already aligned for you, the numbers. So you would dip it in. And then, of course, you might have to add an extra row at the beginning or end. I'm just trying to think of how that would work. But anyway, that's something I have to wrap my head around. Okay, this is really nice. This is coming back. This has been so popular. This Blossoms and Blooms. All right, so now I'm going to show you the Timeless Tropical example. I'm not naming every suite as I go. I'm just showing you some of our new and older offerings. This was a swap using the Timeless Tropical. Oops, there's something on there. What got on there? I think I ripped the card. Uh-oh. This is what happens when you put everything in a bin and don't take them out of the bags. I ripped the darn card. I gotta repair it. I have the stamp set so I can repair it. So all I have to do is repair the top layer. I don't have to actually make a new card because I like how it's embossed with the 3D, it's called 3D Texture Weave Embossing Folder. Or 3D Texture Embossing Folder. Yeah, you got that embossing folders? That's what she's saying too. All right, cool. And hi, Yvonne, thank you for joining. I'm just walking through every page of the catalog. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. I'm just showing lots of samples. All right, page 23, I wrote down these. These are on page 23. And it looks like page 20, yeah, page 23. Okay, here we go. See, I was doing my homework and I had to look up, you know, what pages things were on, which was a lot of fun looking them up because sometimes I didn't know. And I do have a mystery bucket of cards. Like, I don't know where they came from. So you see how that looks really nice? So just, you could take that and stamp it in any color. See how beautiful that looks? And then this is the Dragonfly Punch. We have a Dragonfly Garden, let's see, Dragonfly's Punch, I'm sorry. This is called a Dragonfly's Punch. There's some Winkostella on there, and you can just punch out the dragonfly. So look at that. Even though you put it on a nice white background, it just gives good contrast. So these are my swap cards that my team made. And this one here uses, let's see, I'm trying to see where this sentiment comes from. Sometimes something wonderful happens to someone who absolutely deserves everything good. I don't see where that one comes from, but for a true friend definitely comes from here. And this stamp comes from here. And then I looked up, and this one was from like the birthday chick or the hay chick bundle. This little fence. So that little garden fence. All right, good. Let's move along. Okay, we are on the poppy. Let's see, poppy moments. Some of these might not be new to you. Not like this is not a new stamp set, but you might see me use it, and you might see my samples being used in different ways, even if the stamp set itself is not new. So, might not have seen these cards before, or you could take a fresh look at things as you can use things with different papers, right? So this is called the poppy painted poppies, and just used with the, I think it's called Stitch So Sweetly. Scripty stamp come from? I don't know. Let's see. This was made. Let's see who made this one. Linda Funnel. I'll have to ask her. I don't know where the Scripty stamp came from. If anybody knows where the Scripty stamp came from, I don't know. Right? All right. So that's why some of us, when we make swaps, we have to start labeling all the products we use to make our swaps. I like how this is the Poppy Parade. How this is using that so ombre paper, but when you stamp onto it and you color with the Poppy Parade, you can color right onto designer series paper, and it really does make it like really stark. Okay, so those are poppy examples of the poppies, of the painted poppies. Okay, let's keep going. This is a neat border, a new border die right here. It's called Stitchery, and I'm thinking that would be really nice with the Stamparatus to make nice borders. Like, I don't know if you've seen me use backgrounds to border stamp, but when I used it, and I think that would make a nice thing for the Stamparatus. Okay, here's a couple more sets. You may not be able to see the names of everything, but just know that you can get a catalog. Everything I'm showing you right now is downloadable. It might be very Versailles. Okay, good, we'll check. Is it very Versailles? That's what the index is for, so we can check on that if that's still around. Yes, very Versailles is on page 101. Let's just answer that question because I'd like to know right away too, so it doesn't bother us. Thank you. Oh, what you are good. Thank you for telling us where that was from. Ang Harad answered it's from very Versailles. I don't have that one. All right, so next one I want to show you an example of is, this is a swap I've had for a while, and I was like, I love this swap. This is a swap that she used special dies. They're not from Stampin' Up. They're like Peekaboo dies, I guess we would call them, or I'm not sure what you call the type of die. But one of my team made this swap. Check this out. Or eyelet die. Isn't that neat? Friends are like seashells. Okay? You collect them along the way. Is that cool or what? So that's just like one of my favorite cards. I just love this card. Let me close it, because when the person gets it, they have to open it up, right? And then it gets stuck a little bit. I have to, let me see if I can't get that to close. All right, we don't force it. Don't force it. There we go. Don't force it. There's like a special die that does that. That was made by Trine. Catalia's Creations. She made that. Anyway, that's the number page. That was using the Friends Are Like Seashells. And that's currently available with paper that goes with it, with designer series paper that goes with it in our mini catalog. So while the stamp set itself carried over, the stamp set carried over, but the paper did not. But the paper's still available to June, if that makes sense. All right, so now I want to show you Pansy Petals paper. Pansy Petals. This is page 28. Again, designer series paper share. When I do the designer series paper share, you get to sample 12 kinds of designer series paper. Or no, I'm sorry, 10 kinds of designer series paper. And you get, so there's 120 sheets of 6x6 when all is said and done. So you get 100, you get 12 of each, 10 kinds of paper. I'm just going to pull out the sheet so you can see what I'm talking about. Is that cool or what? Okay, let me find the sheet for that. And all right, here we go. 3 new product shares available. Link in the description of this video. Let me show you this product share. This one is called, here we go. See that? Beauty of the Earth, Bloom Where You're Planted, right? All this stuff you get, including shipping, you get 120 pieces. So this will be like one pack. Or that's one set. That's how much you would get of that kind of paper. I don't have a whole full designer series paper share to show you because I don't have the paper yet. I was only able to order the paper in May 4th. Well, May 4th, it's May 4th somewhere, right? I was only just able to order this paper. So I'm not able to put together an entire paper share to show you, but I was able to pre-order this paper, right? So I have some. And what I started doing with it is this. I thought it would be really nice for my welcome to the team cards. And what I'd like to do for my welcome to the team cards is I'd like to take, so here's like a piece of, this is the new in color paper, soft succulent. I'd like to take, this is the new Pansy Petals, right? Pansy Petals paper. Put a little strip of that, right? I like to do stuff like this. I like to get these ready so I can be ready. And I'm going to put butterflies on the team cards because my team members are like butterflies, right? It's like a new beginning. And I like to use new products. So I'm going to do something like this. I've already kind of started it in my head with my bucket of crafty goodness. And I'm going to do something like this. Here we go. Maybe here. Here's something like this. Put the card here. We put welcome to the team. I've already made it. I've already made my sentiments, which is stitched so sweetly. Look at these little butterflies. They just kind of match because the new ink colors are used in that paper. Some other butterflies, you see? So we've got a little team of butterflies. That's what I plan on doing with this paper. I didn't get the stamp set because I'm all flowered out. but you guys are drooling over it. I can see you're already drooling over it. The reason that Stampin' Up! Keeps selling these flower stamp sets is because people keep buying them. And I have so many flower stamp sets and I like them, but I'm just not getting this one. But I love the paper and I love the colors. And see, that's what I like to do. I'm a paper person. I like to do stuff with the paper. Okay, moving along. That's the Pansy Petals Suite. Okay, moving along. In Bloom. Okay, Dress to Impress has been around for a while, but I'm glad it came back. Cute little die to make a purse. You might have seen some things on the internet about that. I've done a lot of videos on this sweet ice cream corner suite that's still available till June in our other catalog, but the stamp set itself is carrying over. Yeah, who doesn't love pansies? Me! No, I don't. It's not that I don't love pansies. It's I love the paper more than the stamps. But look at this little. To me, these stamps look like little faces, little monsters, little. You could put little wiggle eyes on them and a little mouth, right? Little mouth. You'd have a problem chopping the paper. Well, that's why I chopped the paper for you, so you don't have to worry about chopping the paper. And then I show you what to do with 6x6 paper, diaper folds. I mean, all kinds of things you can do with 6x6 paper. Okay, we're on page 35 now. Moving along. Here we go. This is, let's see what this one is called. Simply Succulents. Okay, a fun card made of Simply Succulents, and I think one that's called the Ornate Frames or something like that. Okay, so you can make a lot with these things and do it. When you get a lot of these flower stamps, they're really fun to color, especially when you have Stampin' blends or watercolor markers and things like that. They're lots of fun to color. There's a beautiful die, a background die. Coordinates with that suite as well. Okay, moving along. All right, we're going to keep on going. We have daisies. Let's see. Daisies. Yeah, I'll show you the punch. Maybe I'll show you something with the punch later. Great stamp set, because this stamp set here, the Daisy Lane, goes with both the larger daisy punch. It's called the Daisy Punch. And it goes with this smaller daisy punch called the medium daisy punch. And I do have just something stamped with that, so I'll just show you like how fun it is to stamp the daisy. And if you take your little sponge dauber, you put the sponge dauber on your finger, right? You can add that color to the, right? Add that color to the middle. Isn't that cool? This was one of my swaps as well. And I forget what, that was like scripty embossing folder. I think that just retired as well. Okay, moving along. And then you saw me make things with this recently. Lovely You. If you saw my YouTube channel, I've done some stuff with this recently. I did so many things with the Lovely You set, I got burnt out, and now I'm moving on to another set. It's really cool though. I mean, it's great for, when I like, this is the kind of flowered sets I like. I'm more into like the flowered sets that have sprigs, flowers, and stamps. I did things with the ink colors with this stamp set, because I like when you can make your own backgrounds. So that's when I like these kinds of things like that, because they're really great for making your own backgrounds. Okay, this one goes with this one. Tulip one has a punch that coordinates, called a Tulip Builder punch. It's really fun. And we can never have enough sunshine, as far as my opinion, in my opinion. So what's kind of second tier list? I have a first tier list, which is, my first tier list was trying to get these designer series paper shares underway and my in color club and things I'm doing. Then I have a second tier list where I like this. I like these big sentiments. They're easy to read, right? Look at this big sentiment. Thought you could use some sunny thoughts today. I am going to make more boxes of sunshine and use every stamp I have, from Ridiculously Awesome to some of the paper pumpkin kits I have, and I'm going to get these new sunshine stamp sets. I just think it'd be fun to do encouraging sunshine stamps all over boxes. And look at these cute little faces you can make with the suns on this stamp set over here. So these are going to be like my second, they're on my wish list, but second tier. I have to get my big wish list done first. I see Sherry just came on, and yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you liked the video. I'm just sorry, I don't want to shake the camera. When I scroll for comments, the camera does shake, but I'm trying not to touch the camera. All right, this here is pretty cool. Sweet Strawberry. I'm going to show you another swap from a team member, and over here I'll talk about this one too. And I need to put that on my wish list. This one over here. So over here, I'm going to show you something from the right. The Sweet Strawberry. It really coordinates well with something that just was in our celebration called the Berry Delightful and Berry Blessings Designer Series paper. And I'm going to see if it still spins, because I don't know if I reset it. It's a spinner card. Is that cool? Well, you have to reset it, meaning, here, you have to reset it by spinning it. That's how you reset the card. Isn't that cool? And then when you lay it down and you give it to somebody. Isn't that cool? It spins and it's interactive. Oh, I love that. I love it. So that's what you can do with this sweet strawberry bundle. There's a strawberry builder punch that goes with that. And again, that was one of my team swaps. And again, I took them all out of the bags and took all the sticky notes off and can't remember who made what anymore. But I did do a special video explaining who made what. Now look at this. I already have this, but I don't have this. Now I need to put this on my wish list. This will be my 3rd tier wish list. There's this die, and it's pretty cool. And it's called the Many Messages die, and you stamp it. You get this big giant stamp called Many Messages, and you put it through the die. This is a metal die, and it cuts out all these messages at once. Well, now that we got many happenings. We got many happenings, and we can cut those all out at once. So again, I just kind of skip over things and forget that they're there, meaning I didn't notice that somehow when I was ordering, but I need to definitely put that on my wish list. And I'm not even going to get a sticky to do it right now because I don't know where my stickies are, but isn't that pretty cool? How that's more my style of font, and I like the Just Breathe and everything. All right, keep going. This is called the In the Wild suite, and you'll see that there's a pack of pattern paper that does have one more pattern that, so besides these color palette and this sort of wild color palette, there's also like another pattern that I think will go with this, which I'll show you in a little while. Okay, this is nice, and it's what's called we called two-step stamping. So you can stamp like the tiger, right, and then you can stamp the stripes on the tiger, right? Isn't that neat? So this is a fun, I would call this kind of like intermediate skill level. It's not really a beginning type of stamp. That's not something a beginner might use. A beginner is probably better off with the kits, and then a more advanced stamper is better off with, you know, those kind of two-step stamps. But I mean, they're still pretty cool. We do have a couple masculine sets in the catalog, which is nice. And here's a little page of some new masculine sets. I like, this is something that's coming back. I like how you can color this one. This one here is nice because you can put different things on the hat, and I can't wait to see what people put on this hat. This is going to be fun to see how people decorate this hat. I mean, girls and boys. I'm thinking, you know, even camouflage type of, like, that's what my husband would like. You know, him and his friends, just like a camouflage pattern as the background of that hat. But there's all kinds of cool sentiments to put in that hat, and that's called Hats Off. Okay, moving along. This one is gorgeous. This one is like a nice background. I have this one on my wish list. I have like a 5-page wish list, and I've only got through like a little bit of it. But I'm pacing myself. This is a new catalog. It's good for a year. Okay, Bamboo Beauty, right? Pretty cool. I'm thinking that's going to be nice with some koalas I have left over from one of my Berry Comforting Paper Pumpkin kits. Now, Whiskey Business is a nice, that's come back. That was around, and I like coloring that with the Stampin' Blends. And I like, it doesn't have any dies to go with it, but this cuts out beautifully with the Scan and Cut. That bottle of whiskey and the little cup, and I did some swaps using that set. More sunshine, again on my list. I love sunshine rays. I love giving people boxes of sunshine. Definitely on my 3rd tier wish list. Okay, here's another, got an example. This is another page of masculine things. I've shown a camouflage jacket I made with this. I can't believe the number of things I see made with this. People are making graduation. There's these dies, right? And they're called, let's see what they're called. Hands coordinates with suit and tie dies. There's these dies, and I've seen people make graduation outfits with it, suits, but I made a camouflage suit with it. I'm doing more different things with my suit dies. This is a masculine page. This one is, I know this one's from Gina because she sent me a bunch of extra cards. And isn't that nice? Just nice. Set sail in the direction of your dreams. Nice masculine cards to give to people. This is good for graduation and just good for any time. And they don't have to be masculine cards, right? Oops, that just fell off the table. They can be, you know, for anybody. Just anyone that likes nautical things. Moving along, this is called, let's see what this is called. I have this, but I haven't made anything with it yet, except the only thing I've made with it is I've used this little hello stamp. It's called Inspiring Thoughts Bundle. This is going to be super popular, I think. And because remember when I showed you the Beauty of the Earth paper? I think this is going to go really nice with the Beauty of the Earth paper, right? Because you can make trees, and you can make trees like different. You don't have to put the branches on the trees, so you can make winter trees. Then you can combine that with the Nature's Beauty stamp set over here. Combine that over here, right? And combine and make these beautiful flower scenes. And of course, we still have Campology. That's come back. And this was used to be our fundraising stamp set. I'm not sure what our new fundraising stamp set is, but we'll probably get to that. Okay. Oh, how fun is this one? If you're, I mean, you don't just have to be a grandmother to think this is fun. This is good for just families, but it says, to an extraordinary granddaughter. Best grandkid ever. We must be related to an amazing grandson. I did get this because a lot of my team members are grandparents, and I did get this, and somebody got this as a prize before. It's called a grandkid. Okay, this is back. Pampered Pets is back. That's really fun, and I have a lot of the paper that used to go with that. This is cute for little kids, little babies, and dressed in costume onesies. That's going to be adorable for Easter time. New baby cards, right? That stamp set there. Oh, this one here, I have a little story. I went and placed all these like orders at midnight. And when I say all these orders, because my postage is very unreliable, right? So I placed smaller orders. Even though I could get a half price item if I place a bigger order, I was still like, oh, I'm going to place some smaller orders. And then I did another one. And then, because they said, oh, this is not available because our punch is not here yet. And that was like, so a couple hours later, I see another message that said it's available now. So then I had to go place another order just to get this guy. This is going to be my favorite thing, I think, in the whole catalog. This is so stinking adorable. And I had to order just to get this. It's called Turtle Friends Bundle. So 1 minute they said it's not available, and then another minute, a couple hours later, they're like, it's available now. I'm like, you don't have a tracking number? You didn't know it was coming in the ship? But anyway, I'm still getting it. I still had to go back and get it. Isn't that cool? So you got your, this could be a beginning because it's not that hard. You're going to stamp your turtle. You're going to put your little, one color for your turtle, put another color on its shell, and then punch it out with the turtle punch. Put a little party hat on them. And yeah, I might do like, happy belated birthday cards, right? When you're really late on somebody and you're like, no. It's time to celebrate. I mean, I just love that turtle. And I plan on getting these other cute whimsical ones as well, like Stellar Birthday. I love any kind of whimsical things. We have new dies. Check out these new dies that do spinner cards. They're called Whirl. It's Give It a Whirl dies. And you put it makes little windows for you to put the little spinny things in. It makes the hole for you. It makes the circle, and you put the hole in the card. It makes the stitching around the holes, and you can make your own spinny cards. Okay, I definitely ordered that already because I love all things whimsical. So I'm definitely gonna need the pencil trick for cutting him out with the scan and cut. Because look at the little beard on the pirate, Mr. Pirate, right? You're gonna have to cover in those gaps. If you guys use the scan and cut, you know what I'm talking about, right? The pencil trick. But the mermaid's going to cut out perfectly, I think, the first try around. It's all enclosed, nice black lines. I definitely ordered them already because I love nautical things and I love whimsical things. Because that's called One Happy Family. And keep on going. I'm going to keep on going. Sweet, you're a peach. Isn't this fun? I'm definitely getting this. Being that I live in Georgia part of the year, like this is definitely for my Georgia friends. They're going to love this. My neighbor in Georgia, she makes her own preserves, and she even her relatives come over and they even go out like picking sometimes berries and stuff, or they just go and they get peaches from somebody like off the side of the road, and selling the peaches, and they come back and they make all kinds of different berry jams and peach jams. So I cannot wait to put little treats. I'm not going to do the jam things with it. I'm going to put little treats in there and definitely do peachy. And I'm thinking this would be nice to just stamp onto tissue paper. Little peaches, because they're like, I can use my new pale papaya color. That's one of the new in colors, pale papaya. I just think that'll be cute with that sweet, because it kind of looks like a peachy color. All right, so definitely that's a cool sweet. All right, Hippo, I do have examples of Hippo happiness, so we're on page 62 now. Page 62 is Hippo happiness. This is Let's Celebrate You. So even though it's a Hippo happiness, there's other things in it. And you can use, it's two-step stamping, so you can see this is the little hippo, hippo, hooray. I just love it. And that's the cute little unicorn. So I got that as a swap, and we decided that I think we found those in the Stitch Triangles suite is where we found those banners. Last time people were asking about where the banners were from. Hippo birthday, and this is actually somebody sent to me to cover up the message. It says, to you. Isn't that funny? Isn't that cute? Happy birthday to you. With the little sheep. Let's see if there's anything in that one. Oh, gotta love it. I amuse myself. Or no, people amuse me. These stamp sets amuse me. Okay, moving along. Pretty cool, right? I hope you like all these products, both old and new, and different ways to use them. You've seen me do tons of stuff with Way to Goat. Way to Goat, you can put these on wobble springs, put the little goats on top of your boxes, mini pizza boxes and things, and you just make them wobble. And I made tons of cards out of this already. So I'm glad I have this, and I'm glad it carried over. I'm glad I have Hey Birthday Chick because it's just hilarious, and so is Hey Chick. I mean, they're just both so funny, the stamp sets, and so cute. And they both have like coordinating dies, and one of them came back from years ago, so I'm glad they came back. Nice for coloring. Oh, I definitely ordered this one. This is coming in the mail. Super cute. Hi Melody, hi Donna. And anyone else that came in, I might have missed you because this other comments are up top. But hello to you too. It's called Peekaboo Farm. How cute is this Peekaboo Farm? Now, what's nice about this catalog, it's so inspiring. So I automatically, when I see a stamp set like this, I automatically say, oh, can I cut out the little characters with the scan and cut? You know, by drawing a line and enclosing them. And I think of like puffing them up in 3D. But look at the way you can do this. Just, you don't have to do anything to it. I don't think I need to cut these out because look, you stamp the little. Here's what I'm talking about. They give you an example. You stamp the little wall, and then you stamp the little cow, and it looks like he's hanging over the wall like you did all this work. It looks like you did all this masking with sticky notes and did all this work. You didn't have to do any work. It's done for you in the design of the stamp. So I love that. I don't think I need to even cut those out. They're so cute, right? And then there's these new dies called Picture This dies that already have the holes. Well, I'm used to using my scan and cut to make all these holes and windows and let things peek out like I did with the goats. There's already stitched little holes already for you, and it would make a cute little card. Put some paper behind it. So I might case this card. Case means copy and share everything. It means like a, case. Yep, go walk your dog, Anike. See you later. Watch the rest later. Okay, so it just makes a nice card for you. And then this one, I've done some stuff with this one in the new ink colors, but I haven't used traditional colors yet on these party puffins. But I guess if you said, what's your favorite page in the catalog? I love the turtle. The turtle's fun, but this would be my favorite page because I need everything on these 2 pages. I need these sentiments because they're nice and big. Because when you have a big sentiment like this, it's the focal point of your card, right? Beautiful. When you have these cute whimsical things, easy to color, and of course the party puffins is a must-have. So I love this page here, page 66 of the 67, those 2 pages. Okay, Simply Elegant. I didn't get a chance to cut this down yet. And I'll just mention now that I have not just a what's it called? A Designer Series paper share, but I have a deluxe, and I just dropped my microphone. Let's get my microphone. I have a deluxe Designer Series paper share, and in the deluxe share, I'm gonna have these foiled pieces of paper, like Expressions in Ink is foiled, Simply Elegant, and I'm gonna have a bunch of packaging materials, some embellishments, samples, some special paper, yada, 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 all this stuff, okay? So that's going to be in the special. So again, look in the description of this video. I can't talk about all my specials going on and all Stampin' Up! Specials going on all in one video, but I definitely just want to mention things, right? So this is called the Simply Elegant paper. I didn't get a chance to cut this yet, but I did get a chance to use the punch that goes in the suite to punch out some shapes in this paper. Okay, pretty cool. And it's like you got some grays and some foil, and you got some very vanilla going on, and you got some very vanilla, what else? Some whisper white. There was some twine that was in that suite. I'll show you the suite in a minute. Okay, I just have this from my unboxing, but haven't organized it yet. What's the other side of that paper? I've already showed you. So I haven't organized it yet to cut it up or to make things with it, but I'm thinking it's just going to be gorgeous on its own, just with that and some dies. This is probably like going to make like a really nice background too. So you could see why it's special. Specialty paper costs a little more than the regular papers because it is foiled paper, but if you ever tried to foil things yourself, you'll understand all that goes into it, and it's just a nice, gorgeous paper. Okay, so that's called Simply Elegant. And in the Simply Elegant suite, you have the Simply Elegant Punch. You have the Simply Elegant Trim, Simply Elegant Designer Series paper, and the Elegantly Said stamp set, okay, which makes great corners. You can put that on all, one corner of your card, many corners. When you get things with a punch and a stamp set, they're bundled together and you save 10%. So that is called the Simply Elegant suite. Okay, this is nice. It kind of, these little dies remind me of doilies. And this section is on thanks and support. So this, you'll see some new things and you'll see some old things coming back and seeing it in fresh different ways. A lot of you may not know this, but Sarah, the CEO of our company, was recently talking about this being the, I couldn't believe it. It's the most, it's the, I guess the hottest selling item, the best selling item, or whatever you want to call it, the Forever Fern. And I was very surprised. Although I use it a lot, I'm very surprised that was the best selling one in the other catalog, in the annual catalog, the Forever Fern. So that's interesting. But I'm glad it's back because it was the best selling. But see, they plan the catalogs, they start planning them a couple years in advance. So I don't think when they plan to keep it in the catalog that they knew it was going to be the best selling one. But I'm glad it stayed. I think they go by some variety. I think they go by design choices, like making sure we have a variety of different kinds of stamps, both new ones and both carryover ones. Okay, so this is Forever Blossoms, Prize Peony, pretty cool. Flower bundles. Okay, this one here, I did use, okay, I told you I'd go back to this one. I said, okay, page 74. When I was showing you my cards earlier that I'm going to use for my swap, I showed you on page 11 that I used that from the Beauty of the Earth, that one, right? Put that over here. But I also used page 74, and that's what I used this. So I like any kind of stamp sets that have lots of hearts, sprigs, flowers. It's great for making little backgrounds, and that's what I did here. I used the Hippo Happiness that you saw earlier. That was where I got this little flower. But the hearts and the sprigs are from right here. Okay, it's called Always in My Heart. Okay, so that's how I'm doing my swaps. And I do need to make a product list of what I'm using. And then later in this video, I'll show you the embossing folder I used. Okay, I want to pick up my pace and move a little faster because I'm doing a lot of yapping. Let's see, Forever Grapevine. Can you imagine the nice cards you can make with this, and the wine tags, and like the bottles are like tags for wine bottles? You give somebody a bottle of wine and you make a nice wrap or a tag for it. That's going to be really nice. Okay, this is a cute little one I showed in my unboxing videos. This is called the Flowers of Friendship Bundle. Okay, nice peaceful moments. This reminds me of the one we saw earlier from the masculine page. The way it's like a sketch that's easy to watercolor and use the blends to color. Bloom Where You're Planted. I definitely love this designer series paper. Super cute. Look at it. Super, super cute. And the colors. So my favorite of the in colors is called Pale Papaya. But my next favorite is called Soft Succulent. And that's what's going to be a lot in the suite. I'm pretty sure that's like, oh no, it's not even one of the colors in the suite. Oh, Evening Evergreen is Polished Pink. These are the in colors. Fresh Freesia. Evening Evergreen's in the suite, but not Soft Succulent. See, there's Evening Evergreen. Pretty cool though. I just love this. Love paper like that. So I did order some paper like that. These are definitely on my second or third tier wish list because of the cuteness. I wish they were a little bit fatter than skinnier. Like I wish they were a little bit wider. Right? Because I think they look cuter when they're wider, but like this guy's the cutest because he is, you know, a fat little bear, and I like them when they're a little bit wider like that. Super cute though. Anyway, and I have this one, Free as a Bird. I've had that for years. I'm glad it keeps coming back. Free as a Bird. These birds are so easy to color, such happy little birds, and I'm so glad that's coming back. Whale of a Time, well done. The Whale of a Time suite was my favorite in last annual catalog, so I'm glad to see that the stamp set's back, even though the designer series paper. I could cry when that retired. You know, but I'm glad that the stamp's back. I mean, you can use these for such, you know, These are so whimsical, not just for travel, but for other things as well. I think that paper airplane will go well with my snail mail suite that I have now from another catalog. These little back on your feet guys, they're so easy to cut out with the scan and cut, and so easy to color, and so funny. Every time I give someone a get well card with these, that people are just cracking up. They're like, you made my day, you made me smile, I cracked up, I couldn't stop laughing. Well, that's what you want. Laughter is good for the soul. So you want to give people funny get well cards. Badger Besties, that's going to be cute and whimsical as well. This one, Senior Years, I think that's his back. I think it's something that's returning, right? Something I've seen before. All right, let's stop at the Nothing's Better Than. It was a $1 Million Achiever stamp set by Connie Stewart. She helped design, she worked with the company to design the stamp set. Now, usually $1 Million Achiever stamp sets don't come back. Like, they usually are just appear in one catalog. But this one was so popular, it came back. So I'm going to show you a couple cards made with that. I know one is from my team member, Gina, but let's see the other one's from, okay, here, Crafting Daisies, Georgina. Okay, so I do have names on those. Okay, so it goes like this. Wait, let's see how it goes. It goes like this, where I tucked it in. Tucked it. Well, I know, you don't need to tuck it in. There's a string there. You could tuck it in, but I don't think you need to tuck it in. Okay. Okay, you're just like coffee. You make everything better. Is that cool or what? It's very retro. It's like the cups are very retro. The colors used are very retro. And then this one, you're just like cookies. You make everything better. Now, the difference between these two cards is Georgina used the die. She used like a metal die that goes along with this to write the word cookies, whereas this is just all stamped. Okay? So that's called Nothing's Better Than. Okay, let's see. We're going to keep going. It's Tidings of Christmas. Now, you might be saying to yourself when you see this catalog, you might be saying, wow, there's not a lot of Christmas stuff in this catalog. What's up with that? That's because we have an entire holiday catalog. So there's no reason for us to put a lot of holiday stuff in here. But this is definitely a must-have to just start getting ready for the holidays. It's good paper, I just think this is nice, Tidings of Christmas. But you're going to be able to have a lot more choices. I don't say that the whole suite's a must-have. I know I'm saying the paper. For me, all paper's a must-have because I'm the paper chef. I get every paper in every catalog every time. I have to have all the papers. I love papers and working with the papers. But what I'm saying is, this is just a nice suite to get you started for the holidays, and then you'll see in what will be like in August, I believe, or September. I think September now. I think we've kind of pushed it back. That's when the holiday catalog will come out, and it'll be good until like, I guess January or December, possibly. Yeah, I can't remember. Hi, Anna. Hey, it's never late. I'm just going through. We got some night owls, we got some early birds, people from around the world watching, and I'm just showing I'm walking through every page of the catalog. I'm on page 90 now, so that's where we're at, okay? And I have samples to show you along the way that my team has made with swaps and things. This is a returning one, very nice. So we do have a couple more Christmas things. This is going to go well with Christmas. I'm going to get this later. I'm putting this on my wish list for later. It's called the Evergreen. Let's see what it's called. The Evergreen Border Punch. I just don't need it right now because I can't get into Christmas mode yet. I have to just finish the catalog launch and some swaps I'm doing. I'm doing 2 sets of swaps, and well, I'm done mostly one. I showed you the one, but I'm going to work on my second one, and I have to work on other things. But yeah, this one's a returning favorite. Snowman Season. I have the punch to go with this, but there's one punch and one snowman shape for the punch, but you can also attach the arms, cut the whole thing out with the scan and cut with the arms and the hat. I've shared how to do that on my channel before, on my YouTube channel. Okay, this is Seasons Blessings, okay? So like I said, this was the only Christmas suite, but it doesn't mean there's not Christmas stuff. It's called Tidings of Christmas. It's the only suite of Christmas products. But look at all these other holiday products. I don't want to say Christmas. We're going to say holiday because it's for every holiday. It doesn't just have Christmas, right? It's just for the winter holidays, right? Then you have, right, there's others. There's other holiday things, but there's only one suite of products with the, hi Patty, with the actual paper to go with it. Now we're back to what we're back to. Let's see. How it says holidays. It's still holidays. So this is Season Blessings, and it has a nice basket. But I think you can use that basket anytime. See, look at this. So thankful. That would be nice for fall. I don't think you just need it for the holidays. One thing that's nice is that this came back. I absolutely love this set, and anything with cute little fonts like that, I absolutely love. And I also love cutting out with my ScanNCut, like the little, these little extra shapes and things. And I'm so glad this came back. And look how you can decorate these new ombre bags with these cute little stamps. So I really like that banner year stamp set. All right, ink expressions in ink. It's going to be part of my specialty designer series paper share because it's foiled. I don't have any examples of this yet to show you, but it is foiled paper. So you got this gold foiling throughout. And I don't know if this picture even does it justice, but I bet the paper is going to be gorgeous. I can't wait. Imagine what you could do with this. This already looks watercolored, so it's going to be a neat background stamp. I mean, here you go. Distinctive stamping. I mean, look at it. Artistic. I don't know if it's distinctive or just artistic. It's just artistic stamping. It's going to really look cool for backgrounds. Okay, let's move along. Color and contour. I've seen a lot done with this already because we were able to pre-order this. I didn't get it. I wasn't feeling it. I mean, honestly, with the flowers, but I love the dies. So I'm not sure I might see. The dies look like they're just so useful. Anytime you have stitching and holes already done for you and backgrounds, instant card elements, instant cards, great dies. Not that these aren't cute flowers. I just have too many flowers, as you know. I like the smaller flowers and the background flowers. I like whimsical flowers as opposed to artsy flowers. But that's why our catalog is awesome. It appeals to everybody. It doesn't appeal to just one kind of person. It appeals to so many. Okay, are we on 101 yet? Yes. On 101, I did use the Cherish the Moments for my swap card that I did, and I also used page 106. Let's see what I used on page 106. I can't remember. Oh, probably the butterflies. So that's where I got this Cherish Happy Moments. It's called Etched in Nature. So that's where I got I did it in Cherry Cobbler. And then these are all sort of like artsy. They're not really meant to be really detailed. These are just meant to make your own backgrounds. And like you said, we got on earlier and we said that's what was very Versailles. You got to see very Versailles. In that Linda, one of my team members, she made that swap card, and that's what she used. See, right there, she used this one. Very Versailles, this background. I gotta flip them back over. All right, there they went off the table. So much for keeping my cards in order. This is gonna be fun, background shapes. Lots of fun. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, 103. Okay, hand penned. I'm going to show you some more design series paper, and I guess I'll get to page 106 in a moment to show you the other thing that goes with that. So I have for page 104. Hi, Jeanette. You just got home from work? Wow, cool. What I'm doing is I'm walking through every single page of the catalog, and I just notice like different things. Like I notice things, so you're going to notice things that even if you sit, and Patty too, right? If you sit with your new catalog and you're flipping through it, every single time you flip through it, you're going to see something new because it's such an inspirational catalog. So what I'm showing you now is the hand-penned designer series paper. Okay? Hand-penned designer series paper. It always lists the colors that coordinate with the suite. I use these color charts all over the catalog to make my own projects to know what colors coordinate. And this is the suite itself, and then the paper has their own set of coordinating colors that are listed actually on the back of the piece of paper. So aren't these nice? They're just like, splotches of like, it looks like, it looks like you did it all by hand is what I'm saying. It looks like you did all this work and that you made all these scenes. Like you stamped and you colored and you got your pens out. No one's going to know that you're using this gorgeous paper. They're just going to say, wow, what a cool background for your card, right? So I've been using this paper along with the Memories and More card packs to make things with, because there's a Memories and More card pack that goes along with this. I'm just putting them in. I don't know why I'm flipping them over. Yeah, I know the whole hand pen suite is going to be so popular. I'm just getting with the paper, but already my team, like Linda Huffman, she has Stamp Cut and Create on Facebook. She's already made so much with this, and she's already showed like her before and after her coloring. So I know it's going to be popular, and I don't really know why I'm flipping these over. I don't know. I honestly don't understand why the flowers are all so popular, like every one of them. That's what I don't get. I'm always scratching my head, like when I see so many flowers in the catalog. And then butterflies and stuff too. We don't have as many butterflies as flowers, but I'm always like, wow, I'm so surprised. But I'm glad. I'm glad because my people like it. My peeps like it. This is me just putting it for my designer series paper share in the bags. Put that over here. All right, keep moving on. This is the stamp set that goes with it. Linda said she has a scan and cut. She said, don't bother with your scan and cut. It's very hard to cut out. You know, use the dies. I mean, there's too much pencil work you'd have to do. Too many holes to fill in. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the other one I wanted to show you. So page 106, because I showed you page 101. So page 106, I used this butterfly background stamp. We have 2 background stamps, meaning these are what this is like. It looks like they're not background stamps, right? It looks like there's 6 stamps. And I've actually heard demonstrators say they got an extra set to cut apart. I'm not going to go that far because I'll use my dies to cut these apart. But these are stuck on one big rubber or cling stamp set, and so this is also a background stamp. So these are 2 background stamps, meaning they fill up your whole card. So this is one stamp. I laid it down on top of the petal pink paper, and it just stamped the whole. And then I emboss it. So always stamp before you emboss. I did a lot of embossing on that card. We're going to do that in our butterfly boot camp on YouTube one of these days. You didn't get the memories and more cards, Yvonne? You got to get the memories and more cards. Oh, you did get them. You did. I'm glad. Because the memories and more cards are like, they really go good with that ink. That, what do we call it? Hand penned. Yeah, really cool. All right, some neat bouquets you can make, some neat bird's nest. You can build a bird's nest with these. This reminds me of something in our last annual catalog. It looks like it came back. Hand-drawn blooms. I didn't get that before, but it came back. See what I mean? These flowers are so popular. Look at this one. Hydrangea Haven. Boy, that was popular last time. And that came back too. This doesn't do it justice, but that's a really cool stamp set. All right, we are on Quiet Meadow Bundle. I have a new swap that I haven't shown you yet that was made with the Quiet Meadow Bundle, and it's in one of my new set of swaps, which I'll be featuring soon because on May 7th, I'm going to go swap 12 more cards with some ladies. And well, we're doing some, a couple of them can't come, and they're doing them in the mail. So she's already mailed me this. This was Jill. This was Jill made this, and she said she made it with the Quiet Meadow Bundle on page. Okay, so I'm just kind of examining this now. I just got it out of the envelope. I want to examine it better. Okay, here we go. This looks like Mossy Meadow. You're getting Quiet Meadow too, Jeanette? That's cool. I actually wouldn't have taken a second look at Quiet Meadow. Honestly, I didn't really, it's something I passed right over, but now I look at the sample from Jill and I'm like, wow, holy wow, right? Okay, here's the butterfly. She used the whole Quiet Meadow, because look, she used the butterfly in the die. She used the butterfly. She did, and in the die even embosses the butterfly, see that? And then she used this little stitch shape, and let's see, Thinking of You, she used that. She used, would this be Bumblebee or Crushed Curry or whatever? Mossy Meadow, Misty Moonlight, yeah, Misty, and then there's a little paint splotch. I love it. I mean, that's a great background card. So great job, Jill. I'm just examining your card now. I haven't even thanked her for the card yet. And I'm already showing it on YouTube. All right, cool. Okay, let's move along. This one has been around for a while. Tasteful Textures. It's kind of a good thing to have in your. I think the dies are the best thing about this too. Like the dies are so good to have. Tasteful Touches dies, because they have these like great stitch shapes, and I use them for everything. Hi, Bobby. Yeah, and isn't it great to see awesome new things? This was another one where I was planning on getting it, and they said, oh, we don't have this yet because we don't have any punches, and the products are delayed. And then all of a sudden, I make all these other orders, and then it says, hey, we have the punches now, a couple hours later. So where I was, back on there with my credit card, with yet another order. But like I said, it's okay. I make a bunch of smaller orders, and then I might order one thing, it comes in a week. I might order, the next order comes in like a month or a few weeks. So it's actually okay that I place separate orders, because it's like Christmas all the time now. In the next few weeks, it'll be like Christmas when I open up packages that come in all this random order, not the order I ordered them in. Okay, look at this really cool punch. It's called the In Symmetry Bundle. Yeah, Christmas every week for a while, right? I even started writing down like 1A, 1B on my notebook, Because meaning this one got shipped out in 2 packages, 1A, 1B. So then I know I'm going to circle them as I get them. I got 2 packages from that order. This one's on back order. Like, not this one, but I'm saying the bumblebee trinkets are. Some things are already on back order. Day 1 of the catalog. All right, here, in symmetry bundle. See these little sprigs? I don't know if you can see that. But you can punch out these little sprigs. I'm going to be doing that like crazy. You're going to see me putting these all over the place. Like if I had them, I'd have put them on this little thing. Just sprigs galore. I love sprigs. I love extra embellishments. I love just cutting things out of paper. So that's going to be fun. Okay, moving along, we're on page 114. And I'm not sure how many pages the catalog is, but we're almost there. I don't need to do 2 videos. I think I can get through them. I'm more than, yeah. I mean, because a lot of the stuff in the back is ink and everything. And an index and all. So I'm moving along. I can't believe my internet has held up this long. Thank you, God. Okay, look at all these cool stamps. Okay, I definitely got this because I love this. This is called the square, all squared away. I love this. I love making panels. Sometimes I trim up things and make panels with little gaps between them. But to have the little dies, and I actually teach how to do this in one of my scan and cut classes. How to weld shapes to frames. I do teach how to do this. But these are like little ones, little tiny ones, and I'm glad to just have the dies for that. I do teach how to do it, and I show people how to make bigger ones like this. But sometimes working with smaller shapes, it's easier to use metal dies than it is to use a scan and cut, in my opinion. And I like working with dies. I like having the best of both worlds, and sometimes it's a die, and sometimes it's a, it's the machine. Okay, this here is. These are background stamps. You got new tie-dye background stamp. Whenever you see an N in the catalog, it means there's something new. Okay? I'm just stopping and taking a sip of something and showing you the stamp set about our angel policy. Okay, so whenever you see that, that means there's something new, and then these are some returning background stamps. Handmade for you. I'm going to show you that and talk about our angel policy. Let me just take a sip. All right. We have this thing where you can make and give away as many cards as you want. You don't need to stamp anything on them. Give away thousands of cards. Give them to nursing homes, whatever you want to do. But if you're selling them at a craft fair or something, the Stampin' Up! Wants you to put, the Stampin' Up! Copyright on it. So this is our every year we have a stamp set, a new one that has all kinds of cool stuff, but it also has a copyright symbol. You can use any old copyright symbol. You don't need a new stamp set just to get this. If you have the one called I forget what it was called, but it was something about it had little scissors in it, it had little ink pens and things. It was another crafty arts and crafty set. If you have that and you have this copyright symbol, you're already good. But this is just a new way to get the copyright symbol if you're selling cards. Okay, so it's called the Handmade for You, and it's a cling stamp set. And the reason I have it out is I got a couple to give as prizes. For my host code drawings and things. I bought a couple of these because I just thought everyone could use this. That's a crafter. The stamp set. Crafter's gonna craft. Stitch with love. Craft clean, right?